Hello, I want to now do a quick preview and demonstration of using the Immersive Education Web-2-World tools. This is an Opensim environment, a open source virtual world platform, and discussing how the tools we have been working on, this Web-2-World tool, that will allow us to, in our private space, and students to, in their private space, edit textures real simply edit textures from the web into their private space. And so how we do that, once we're in our room, our resource room, we will see our textures and we'll see our edit icons, to launch our utility here. And so we're going to go ahead and edit this texture. So let me go ahead and go over to the texture. I'm going to walk over to it and we'll edit it here real fast. So there we go. We're going to click this little icon right here to edit the texture. We'll go to the web page and then we'll log in. We will see all of the textures that we have uploaded into our library. So for example, if we wanted to make this little asteroid the texture, we would simply click it, and we'll go ahead and new texture. This text here will be the text that shows up on the top of this image, and then this will be the link. We'll go to nasa.gov. That pops up when that texture is clicked in World. So once we apply this to Station, that's now been applied. If we go and look at our texture, we'll have to click the texture to reload it. And now we see the texture that we've just applied. It'll take a little bit, it looks like, for this to render completely. And now if we click that to go to page, that should load up the nasa.gov website. And that's exactly what it did. So it did everything we wanted. What we want to do now is, say we have a resource that isn't in our library. So let's go ahead and click our utility up here, our editing utility, which is that icon there. It'll ask us to log in. It's going to ask us that for each of our textures here. And what I want isn't here, so I'm going to have to go here and choose a file. Now, this is limited by 10 characters. We'll need to remember to add the file extension and then eliminate spaces. But what I want to do, and I figure no resource library on space is complete without a little Martian, so we're going to add our little Martian. Right now, we do have to save these to our desktop. We can't link directly from the images online. That's one of the limitations right now, but we will soon, our next version we will have solved that problem. But right now we'll add that to our library. And now the Martian there he is part of our library. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's click him. I want to add him to the add the Martian, and we'll just set the link to Google. This can be any link, an external resource link. Let's apply that to Station. Okay. And now to update the Station texture, we need to click it. Okay, so now once we've clicked this texture, to refresh it in World, it will go ahead and refresh with the texture that we've uploaded and then applied. Now with the detail of this texture, it will take just a little bit of time to show up, but there we go. It'll eventually show up, and there it is, applied to our wall there, and it's still rendering a little bit, but it'll slowly but surely bring itself in and be on our wall. There we go. there's that one, and let's go ahead and update this one too. And let's apply this astronaut on the moon. Apply that to the station, and then we'll refresh it here. We don't want to go to the resource. If you don't want to go to that resource, you can simply just cancel out of it. And there we go. It's applied to the texture now. And that one will take a little bit of time to refresh as well, but that's the three of our little stations. We've edited each one. And once this one, there it is, our man on the moon. And so that, in a nutshell, is the Immersive Education Web-2-World tool in a private space.